What is going on, Minecraft Java Edition players that play Minecraft Java Edition on their gaming PC handheld device? Today I'm going to show you guys how to install, very easily I might add, mods like the broken script or the god mod and so on and so forth. It's pretty straightforward if you've been following along with this playlist. However, this is a complete playlist about Forge mods, with the fact that we can play with a controller, we can play with Optifying, which is for shaders and stuff, or even Embedium. This guide is going to help you play the broken script or the god mod or Man from the Fog or whatever else you want to play. So it's very, very easy. So don't forget to subscribe once again if you already haven't done so, and don't forget to share with other people that want to play on their PC handheld, because I have a whole playlist again that shows everything you need to know about playing with Forge with a controller that is built inside of your device. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the section that says install content. Now, you can change your actual packs and everything however you want here. Now, there is a section on the right hand side that says change your game version. You can unlock this filter, you can change your loader, you can change your actual categories, so you can change like what shows up here and what doesn't. Now, the whole thing about this is that maybe you only want to see mods for cursed mods, for example. Maybe that's all you want to see, and that is basically what it is just a category to show anything that has to do with cursed. And that is what we're probably looking for today. Now, you can also search for the mod that you want, of course, if you don't want to go through the hassle of looking for the actual whole list here. And as you can see here, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Now, the thing about this is that you can change the downloads for the sort by. You can change like how many people follow these mods and all that kind of stuff. But maybe somebody accidentally didn't put the right, like category for a mod or something. That will be something that you would have to just go ahead and search for it inside of the search bar at the top. So let's say I want to look for the broken script. The broken script, as you can see here, it's not showing up right now. And there's error 422, and I think that's because it's not part of a cursed mod maybe. And we can just try to like search for it again, and if it's not showing up, we can click on clear filters, and then it should show up right here. Now, again, I don't know why it wasn't showing up when we were searching for that, but all you have to do is just click install. Now, some mods, they automatically will install the necessary mods that go with the actual mod. As you can see here, we installed the broken script, which is right here. But this one, for whatever reason, I don't know why it doesn't do it anymore. It used to. It requires a specific mod to actually work. So I'm going to show you what happens when we try to load this and it crashes, because Forge is really good at actually loading and showing what the crash is on the most part, but if it doesn't show it, then you're going to have to go through the logs and try to read them and see what's happening. However, this will just crash and tell us, hey, we need a specific mod for this to work, because for whatever reason, I don't know why, it doesn't install the necessary mod, which is called the Gecko mod. And the thing about installing just random mods, not all mods will actually install their necessary dependencies and stuff like that. And as you can see here, error during mod loading. It's going to keep trying to load here, and then we will get a notification that says, hey, the broken script has failed. It is not finding the Gecko library. And that's where we're like, okay, that means that we need to get the Gecko library. So we're going to go back into Gecko or install content and type in Gecko. And that's it. That's Gecko library right there, and that's all we need for that to work. Now again, some mods do install this properly, and let's delete this for a second. And let's delete the broken script for a second. And we're going to go back and install the God mod. Let's see if we can find the God mod, for example. Now, this God mod does not want to show up either on the actual Modrinth website either. Now, that's because some mods are only for Forge, only in the actual Forge website itself. But there it is right there, the God. Okay, that's why it's the God. I just typed it in wrong. So it is there, but there are some mods that are only on Forge. I'm going to tell you that now. Like the broken script, for example, that used to only be on Forge. Now, again, this is another one that requires Gecko library. I just know it does, and it's not installing the necessary dependencies. So That is just because I think the developer didn't actually code that in properly, and it just does not want to load. So we have to go to install content, go to Gecko library and install it. It's not a big deal. I don't know why it doesn't install it properly, but it's just not installing it, and that is it. Now again, this is just basically showing you that you can learn how to read what happens when your mod crashes or anything like that. There's a lot of actual mods that require just the Gecko library to work on the back end, and you can use things like shaders with these mods and stuff like that too, like the insanity shader that I'm about to show you in a second here. Now sometimes shaders do mess around with certain mods too, I'm going to tell you that. I'm just going to use the keyboard and mouse still for the rest of this video so that you guys can just see me loading into the God mod and see that it works. But nice to meet you. And I'm just going to go play a selected world that's already been played. Now, I don't know if it's going to mess with this world. I know it does mess with it in a sense to change things, but I don't know if it's going to, yeah, there it goes. It just showed me that, do you want to proceed or not? And that's a little error that says, hey, are you sure you want to mess around with your world that you've been playing on already with this mod? And that's just up to you. Do you want to do that or not? Again, up to your discretion, but now this world is only able to be loaded with mods. I'll tell you that right now. Now, again, this is more of a video of just showing you what you could do with mods and shaders and stuff like that. And I'm going to go and change this to shaders to Insanity Shader just because I think it'll be a little bit more eerie to play the God mod with the Insanity Shader turned on. But then, again, this is something that you can do and play with your controller on your PC handheld and enjoy playing it on it, right? And my last video, I told you guys, use VSync because VSync does help with refreshing your refresh rate of your actual device, and it helps with stability and performance as well. And now, do we have anything? Oh, we do. We do have a scroll, and that means that the mod is working. Scroll of life. He's watching you. He knows everything you do. Behave yourself, and he'll be nice to you, but maybe it's just a mistake. Maybe it's not God at all. Who knows? You came into this world to stop God. He's already angry. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't get to read the whole thing. Maybe I can go to my type, and there we go. There's someone who can help you, someone who can't help you, thanks to the sponsors. Viluli Doody, whatever that is. That's the guy that developed it, I think. But yeah, anyways, that's it for installing these kind of mods, like horror mods and stuff like that. You just have to learn how to read what you're looking for when it comes to installing these mods, and I'm going to do a video about how to install other mods like Vein Miner and Tree Harvester and all that kind of stuff, because those also require some dependencies as well, and on the most part those ones do install the dependencies for you, but if they don't, there are ways that you can actually read and use the ability to read on what you need. Alright, that's it. Bye-bye!